Telesto is acting up, not in its normal way of breaking the game, where it has to be disabled. It's now smoking and firing sparks, plus when you shoot it, the bolts that normally fire straight are now floating up into the sky and forming patterns. Well, Telesto has a new alternate firing mode, and many think it's the start of a secret quest or the rumoured community event. Well, today I'm going to have a look at the clues so far and try to understand what Telesto is doing in Destiny 2. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, before we get into it today, let me know in the comments what you think about Telesto. What is it doing? What are these patterns? And what is all this going to lead to? Well, yesterday, Bungie released hotfix 6.2.5.3, and it mainly focused on weapon balancing for linear fusion rifles. Also, Festival of the Lost was removed, plus we got one new and very interesting addition to the game. Telesto is broken, and in new ways that we've never seen before. Well, Telesto has a reputation for breaking the game. I think it's got something to do with the bolts, but over time, Telesto has broken the game multiple times, and in multiple ways. So Telesto has broken the game so many times, there's an entire website dedicated to how it's broken the game, and it is a very long read. And I'll put that website down there in the description so you can check it out. Even Banshee44 started holding Telesto in the tower recently, and then players would encounter the game crashing when you opened up his menu. Well, it now looks like Bungie are leaning into the Telesto bugs, so this season we've had a Telesto-themed Ghost, Sparrow, also a Festival of the Lost mask dedicated to the exotic fusion rifle. Well, let's have a closer look at Telesto's behaviour and why it might be acting up. So normally, when you fire Telesto, the bolts stick into the ground or enemies and then explode. Now they fire straight ahead, and Telesto acts like you would imagine an exotic fusion rifle would, minus all the bugs it's caused. Well, now, Telesto is acting very differently, so when you fire the bolts, they're floating up into the sky and forming patterns. These patterns are different each time, and it doesn't appear as if there's a system to them. They appear to be at random each time. You can turn Telesto back into its regular firing mode by holding down a button or key on the joypad or on the keyboard. This is similar to other alternate firing modes for other weapons like Vex Mythoclast and also others too. Well, this definitely isn't Telesto being buggy. This is a deliberate feature change to Telesto by Bungie. The weapon itself is smoking and sparks are flying off it, almost like it's breaking. But it simply cannot break over time. That is not something that happens in Destiny 2. This is a deliberate change to the design of Telesto, and firing it and uncovering what these patterns are, they're likely going to be the first step in solving a grander puzzle. And what that puzzle is and what the outcome will be, there are a few clues, but really, we don't really know very much. First of all, there is a rumoured end-of-season event in the Destiny 2 API. This is supposed to be us rebuilding the Elixir Quarter during some kind of event. So we've got this swashbuckler shell in the API, which lists its source as the Rising Tide mission. And it looks like we have to go around the solar system and collect something called Captain's Coins, and then donate them to a chest in the Elixir Quarter to rebuild it. And these coins are supposedly found in Ketch Crash, Expeditions, Lost Sectors, Public Events, Dares of Eternity, and also the King's Fall Raid. Well, how and if Telesto relates to this is plain speculation at the minute. So one theory is, given Season of Plunder is all about pirates, and Telesto appears to be firing out constellations or arrangements of stars, ships use constellations to guide them as a map in the sky, and perhaps this could be the beginnings of understanding how we get to Neptune for Lightfall. Although that is roughly 4 months away, so you would imagine it's more closely related to the end of Season 18, going into Season 19. Well, Bungie does have a history of adding secret quests into the game, so we had an exotic quest appear one day with a portal opening up on Io. That is a vaulted location that is no longer in the game. But that was really, really exciting, and that led to a huge battle with the Taken that we had to complete within 20 minutes, and from that we got the Whisper of the Worm. The Corridors of Time was a community event in Season of Dawn. That was a huge puzzle, and that led us to Bastion, the exotic fusion rifle. That was a really, really big, elaborate puzzle, probably one of the biggest community puzzles the Destiny community has ever seen. And we also had the 0 hour mission, which is very similar to the Whisper mission, and from that we got Outbreak perfected. There's a pattern here. Normally there's an exotic weapon at the end of these quests, so the link between this and the community event, which only appears to have a ghost show at the end, does seem a little bit strange. Well, this alternate firing mode on Telesto doesn't really improve the weapon. Arguably, it makes it even worse. So the new alternate firing mode is definitely leading us to something, but what that something is, we don't yet know. Well, it could be time-gated, with Bungie adding some clues this week, and then a big reveal might be next week at reset time, or maybe we're going to get more information and developments this week too. I will definitely keep you updated as we find out more. Well, there has been a big reaction in the Destiny 2 community, so it really shows you there is a desire from the community for secrets, hidden quests, exotic missions, that kind of thing. It has been some time since we've had a secret mission like we had with the Whisper mission on Io, and also the 0 hour mission too, so it really has been a long time. And the Destiny 2 community is quite frustrated at the moment. Many people are going on social media saying they're really bored with the game. I know the current state of PvP is really straining relations between Bungie and the community, but also the way Season of Plunder has played out has been really, really grindy. So the Season of Plunder title is a real grind, and also the Festival of the Lost title also a real grind. So doing those things back to back has really led the community to a lot of burnout. A lot of people are reconsidering their Lightfall pre-orders, but I also think it is that time of year. We are about 9 months after a big major expansion release, and I think the Destiny 2 community just needs a little bit of a break, needs to recharge, and hopefully a secret quest or a secret mission and this new Telesto feature, hopefully this could be the start of something really, really exciting. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of Telesto and its alternate firing mode, and what you think these patterns mean. Well, that is it for this look at Telesto and Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.